Hey, good evening, good evening. Welcome to my channel, The Underrated Doctors. Yours truly, The Underrated One. Got some good for the family tonight. And we have to really seriously think about that we're going to discuss tonight. We're going to give some more people come through. Then we're going to get this show on the road in a few. So, so I'm glad everybody's doing okay. I'm glad everybody's doing all right. See in the chat. Welcome, Go Professor. Welcome, Tone Malone, Ronald Figley, Mr. Greasy J. Thanks for coming. Respect to you too, brothers. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. We're going to give it just a little more time to people come through. And, we can get this thing going. Anybody can hear me, press one. Anybody give me press one. Money Boy Films. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you. Appreciate you coming. Got a good one for the family tonight. Got a good one for the family tonight. Got a good one for the family tonight. Oh, that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do. Oh, Money Boy Films. I got it. I got it. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna do it live. So I'm gonna let you know. I got it. I got some more. He knows what I'm talking about. I got some more. Again, got some more. We'll give at least about 2 more minutes, then we're gonna go on. But again, welcome to my channel, the underrated Dr. Yours True, the underrated one, the number one grinder. Um, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, 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 welcome. And this going to be a self live tonight. This going to be a self live tonight. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's going to be a good one tonight. Good one tonight. Glad you showed up. The ones that listen out there, please hit the like button and share it. The ones that is new, hit the bell. Subscribe, hit the bell. When I come through a powerful live stream or video, make sure you hit the bell. Make sure it's fully lit up and subscribe. Very important. The title tonight, Venom. We as people can't let it rob possibilities from our greatness. I explain. Venom. We as a people can't let it rob possibilities from our greatness. I explain. Yes, I will. So, and also let me read this too. You want to read this? We'll read this out too. Come and join real conversation with the underrated one. Us as the righteous ones individually, let's make a change within ourselves and genuinely being there for each other. We all we got. We all we got. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. We're gonna get this thing started here. Hey, what's the Boca? Brother Boca, thanks for showing up. Okay, then like again, there ain't gonna be no links. There ain't gonna be no send out links tonight. This is gonna be a self live. Again, welcome, welcome, welcome. Again, you listen to my channel, The Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the underrated one, the number one grinder. And welcome. Welcome. First, what we're gonna do, we're gonna read. I'm gonna read certain definitions of venom. Right? Now, well, we talk about as important. The first is gonna be the poisonous snake substance secreted by animals such as snakes, spiders, scorpions, and typical ingestion into prey, into aggression, or biting or stinging. But that's not what we're going to talk about tonight. I could bring that up, but who knows? What we're talking about is another meaning for that. Extreme malice and bitter shown in someone's attitude. Read it again. Extreme malice and bitterness shown in someone's attitude, speech, or action. All right. Also, it's the expression of feeling of hate or extreme anger. All right. Now, I know people want to know, underrated one, number one grind, why you bring this up? Because us as a people, we have seen people that still want to go after people in a rugged way, in a hateful way, just like I said, in the malice way, in the bitterness way. And we find out they doing it because they got venom within themselves. They self-hating themselves. They do not like themselves. Also, certain things has happened to them. To talk about the black man and the black woman, they refuse to check themselves. And they let it fester in throughout the years. So if anybody that willing to transform themselves, they go after them with vigor. And come to find out, you notice their vision stays the same. Let me repeat that. Their vision stays the same. There's no growth. All you have to do look at their channels. And now if you look at their channel, that means their everyday life hasn't changed either. Excuse me. So to reach the possibilities, we gotta understand whatever is in our mind and our heart that is manifesting, that doesn't feel right, we gotta get it out. But it's gotta start from individually first. We have to understand that there are even some that have venom, they pass venom to hurt others. Like um I post a story about Dwight Howard. His son is pushing out venom about he's a deadbeat father and stuff like that. And you got Shaquille O'Neal get into that show. He's a deadbeat father, but failed to realize that the mother is put into the kid's head. Now, whatever between the parents should stay with the parents. But it goes to show that again, mainstream media want to keep this venom going because you know why? Because they are venom themselves. So if they eat, see, when they give this venom, they got this venom from the devil. The devil's creation of venom. The devil is a snake. He the one put his poisonous into these people and cause friction. Instead of there's some that they think they said they walk into righteousness, but they not. They twiggling the fits. They want to be either or. No, you cannot be either or. I could be this way one day, or one day I could be the other. No, 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 no. You gotta pick a side. So we have to understand that there are some that saying that they are Christians, that they practice say that I'm living in God's ways, that I do whatever I can to help my fellow brother, help my brother, sister, but really they really not, because they still drinking from that venom. And we talking about the devil. We talking about not the devil. I'm sorry, the devil. Hey, we talking about the demons and the Pharisees all in one. See, these are the ones that are pushing us. And sometimes, oh, loud Mark with words, what's good? Thank you so much. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, yeah, right, Ronald. Yeah, right, Ronald Fig. And I forgot to do something. Okay. All right. That's good. Yeah, so we gotta understand it that these demons they go different places, that the ones that have a certain weakness within themselves. So instead of we talking God's form about righteousness, they talking unrighteousness form. They talking malice. They talking evil. And at the same time, they act on it too. So what we must have to do is make sure, I always say this, that we got to have that clear, authentic listening and clear visual, and to understand at all times, all the time, we gotta make sure we cannot have these people nearby us. Because if we're not careful, it could rub off on us, and then instead of we do things, we wanna speak into God's covenant. We end up talking into devil, the satanic tongue, and he's putting venom in them. We don't want to be around that. And there are some of our people fail to understand they are really talking in this devilish tongue. And sometimes they disguise it different languages, but if we know the concept about it, we can read through that. We can hear it too. So 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 that's why one of the reasons that when you have a parent, when a parent tell you you got to watch out for that person, because that person's no good. That person, the mouth, they said that, they mouth is no good and stuff like that. That's what they talking about. That's what they're really talking about. Because there are parents that's not checking on that. And also, we have to understand this too, that there are people that refuse to change. They set in their own ways, and they're not going to do it. Those are the ones you got to be careful to. Sometimes you tell them the right thing to do it, but they don't care. But see, we have to understand that if they refuse to change their thinking, how they feel, and also change their surroundings and their association, if they refuse to learn from the past, you got to see them in a certain light. Because that venom, if we hold that decay that could stay with you, could make you sick, could make you very sick. You don't be healthy. I remember, I know this morning I was Go Professor channel. Shout out to Go Professor. Peace to you and the family. And he was talking about health. Why it's so important that us as black men, that we should concentrate on health. So and I want you to go check that out. It's very, very, very encouraging, and we need to hear that. Excellent information. So shout out to the Go Professor, my brother. Now I'm talking to health. Why we keep this venom within us? It prevent us to see things clearly. It prevent us to move in the right direction. It also stop us from reach out for get possibilities that we know that's going to benefit for us individually and throughout. I give you case in point. It's okay, Ronald. Once upon a time, I used to like this young lady. And I thought that things was going on all right, you know. But come to find out, she was messing around with me, and I was sipping a little bit. But I have to understand, it's what you see is what you get. What you see. That's how it is. So I ended it. She went on with her life, but I had a venom in me for a minute. I wanted her to pay for it in the worst way. No, and I kept it too, family. And when they said, "What are you talking about?" I talk about the ex, the one in New York. I had venom in me for a minute. Ooh, there'd be at times I couldn't sleep. Sometimes I was up for days. I was at my brother when I lived with my brother. He said, "Bro, you need to get some sleep, bro." Man, I was I had it in me. It was like, but no, what happened was going on a few months because I left from Brooklyn. I left from Brooklyn, New York, of June June 2012, and I had to make my travels. What it is, what it is. It was done, it's done, you know. And but like I said, I kept that. Oh, I'm telling you, you see me. If you would see me that time, I'd give you a certain look. I'm telling you like that. I'm telling you like that. I would hurt you. I would hurt you. So I stayed with my brother a few months, and the venom kept on growing and growing and growing and growing. What's going on, Rashid? Rock Dixon in the house. Thanks for coming. Yeah, that's all right. Cause this is a self live tonight. There's no, I'm not giving out no links on self. And I said when I talk about sipping, I'm not. I mean, I'm talking about years ago. But I want you to understand when I learned from it, from the sipping part, I got that straight. But I let that venom stay with me, and that venom stayed with me for months. And so finally, I got gave my life together, and my brother said, "I heard you want to move." I said, "Yeah, it's about time to move on, live on my life." So my brother helped me look for a place, and I finally got me a place. That's where I'm at right now in Newport News, because I was living another time, next time, another other time with my brother, and at the time I do security, so my brother he was always my supervisor, so. One day, he showed me the ropes and everything to this place. It was like he showed me like a month before that. Now we talking about September of 2012, and he noticed that tears was coming down my eyes, but I didn't feel it. And at the time, he was married, but he got remarried, doing well and everything. Thank God, bless Jehovah God through His Son Jesus Christ on that. But get back to the story. He said tears coming out my eyes. So man, I ain't no tears coming out my eyes. Man, what are you talking about? So I wiped the tears. I was actually crying. I didn't feel it because you know what? Because that venom, I wouldn't let go. And my brother told me, I never forget. This was on a Wednesday. He said, "Yo, bro, check this out." Or was it a Tuesday? I there was a Tuesday part. It was a Tuesday. He said, "I'm giving you the rest of the week. You just come at that from that next Tuesday. You need some time to get over it." So what happened was he called people up to fill me, and he said, "Don't worry about this. This will be your spot. Have some people fill it in and everything. Don't worry about it." And I had extra money and everything, so he took me to McDonald's, and I got me some champagne. and he called my late mother. He said, "Mommy, you need to talk to him because he's not doing good. He's hurting. He's mad." And sometimes people could go and say, "Oh man, thank you, brother Bakari. Thank you so much." And he thought to the day I was mad. I said, "No, I was not bad. Glad you make that call." And he called my mom and said, "You gotta talk to him." So after I got McDonald's and stuff, and I got some glasses and stuff, I was eating. Now at the time, I didn't have no I didn't have no furniture, and so I was like laying down. I was like, and now I remember I was drinking, and I talked to my mom. She called me. Said, "What's the matter? I heard you was crying." I said, "Yeah." And then I said, "I want her to pay what she did to me." And what happened, what my late mother said, she said, "If you keep that in you, that means she wins. You don't win. You got to move on. You can't worry. You can't worry about her that she going to paper. God, God's going to take care of that. Jehovah's going to take care of that." And I never forgot. I cried. I threw the glass on the thing, bing, and I cried. It said, "But doink." Oh, mom, it didn't break. and and she talked for about an hour and a half that day. God had let me know it's time for you to let it go. It's time to move on with your life because that venom eat me up. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't react a certain way. There's people that didn't want to be bothering me. And I cried. And on my late mother said, "It's all right, let it out." She says, "God's vengeance." Remember that. God's vengeance. And so after that, I let it go. I let it go. Pray to God about it. Then after that, started to piece back my life. See, what we have to understand too, we just cannot let people let us keep venom within us because they don't care. What we have to do, we have to get over the hurt and to move on. Learn from me. I'm okay now. And so I urge us as a people and throughout humanity, what we must have to do is when we know that we start the early process of this venom that we start having, get it out quickly. Don't let it fester in. See, I know my character and everything, and I know there's a process come with it. Little by little, it went away, and I was good. So learn from that, please. I'm not gonna keep you up. I'm not gonna keep you out all like that tonight because I know y'all got things you gotta do. So again, thanks for everybody coming through. Hey, I got a cash app. It's $ capital JT 53000. Also, I have a PayPal account, paypal.me, all in caps, JT Black 53. You want to donate? Feel free. Very much appreciated. And so we're going to talk about a few things. Like I said, I'm going to get you out of here. And also we see how these certain world powers, you see how they treat the lesser ones. You see how the devil put put plans into them. You see the Venom. See the one that wanna hold all the abundance. That's what they always said, the haves and the have-nots. That's why this world of today is so unbalanced. Because they figure what they have right now, they want to keep the venom. Because the devil has blinded them to see that they are individuals too. That's why you see the same culprits been ruling for centuries. They passing it down. Look what Jared Kushner called us as black people lazy. That's venom. That means he don't care. That means even you got Orange Crush 45 say things are against us. Even you got the Democrats too. And even sometimes they use our people too. Like I said before. Hey, Olapu, thanks for coming. Appreciate you. That's why we see certain parts of media, certain parts of meetings, certain parts of association. We see a lot of things. But how do we find out that we have venom? All you have to do, I put the meaning in the chat. Extreme malice and bitterness shown in someone's attitude, speech, or action. The voice was full of venom. Malice. That you gotta see. Action. Bitterness. Action. You see all those things that works in one. That's venom. And it breaks you down healthy. It breaks you down, especially mental health too. That's why you got some people, they mental. A lot of us with mental health and everything because we don't want to let go. So, and we walk around with it for a long time, and we tend to pass it on to others. And that's especially we have families, they inherit it. And then the kids pass on their kids, and the kids pass on their kids, and you got four of our people are venoms. They full of venom. They full of anger. Just like I did last stream, brothers of Cain and sisters of Jezebel Haggies. But we're gonna deal with brothers of Cain because he was an evil person. And also we talk about Solomon. Solomon had over 700 wives, but he refused to listen to God's word. He had malice, he didn't care, you know. He started worshiping idols. He had a lot of concubines. Malice in his heart. And God gave him time to straighten out. Instead of what happened was God vengeance have to happen. See, we have to understand the ones that have this venom, they serve each other. They worship men and they worship women. You got some worship animals. You got some that worship world leaders because they look at them as power. But we fail to understand they never care about you. They're gonna use you up and get what they want so they can be powerful. But when we don't pay attention to them, they are powerless. They nothing. So that means that when we venom, when we want to get it away, we gotta talk into our own. We gotta talk into power. We believe in God. We gotta ask God to help us to get that away, so we could be power within ourselves. We could develop that positive power, that stern power, that warrior power. And at the same time, we gotta walk in that spirit. We gotta let it motivate us. And we gotta help others too, so they can see it. Yeah, I hear you go over the apple. I hear you. Again, support my channel, The Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the underrated one, the number one creator. Also had Cash App, $ JT 53000. Also, I have PayPal.me, all in caps, JT Black 53, all in caps. Support, support, support. So, when we had these things really happen, right? When we know what's going on, then we got to ask the question: do we want to follow what they bring to us, or we want to be around the ones that strive to be better, that have that positively? We have to understand it. Like I said before, there are some, who cannot be safe. So we gotta let them be. And having a venom, and when you have venom within yourself, you tend to be a follower. You see them, they want to be part of popular crowd. You see them, they call them malice against each other, within each other. And sometimes they team up and hurt others that the one like us that that are that are working within righteousness, living righteousness, despite we are perfect. But just understand this, and I know it's frustrating at times. They act in this way. But long as we keep on staying positive, long as we talk into it and say, I'm gonna be the stand up one. I'm not letting that venom get the best of me. I want the possibilities that comes to me. And at the time, y'all be okay. We would be all right because we would be victorious because Venom will stop your possibilities of being great. Let me say it again. Venom we have within ourselves will stop us the possibilities from being great. And we have to understand that. See, they think they being great right now, but that venom is working overtime now. And it's gonna break them down, just as a snake has bite they prey. And you see it slows them down. Then all of a sudden they start getting them, they eating them and sucking them in. That's the same thing as people. That venom they keep on, it's gonna keep on and keep it's gonna slow them down. And they're gonna come to a crash. And they're gonna be dead in spirit. But if they willing to pray, if they willing to work in accordance in God's way, work into righteousness, God can help them to bring them back in accordance of His name, in accordance of people that He put you around. But if not, you're gonna be dead. You're just gonna be a walking evil zombie. You nothing. Let's understand that. Let's remember that. Hold on, let me put this I'm gonna put this um hashtag. So I'm glad you came out. Appreciate that. And I got a new one. Gotta make a new one. Rashid, thanks for coming. Ronald Fligley, thanks for coming. Another one right there. Yeah. Um, so we got work to do, family. We definitely have work to do, and we gotta keep on pushing. We got to keep on pushing, fam. We got to keep on pushing. We got to keep our eyes open. If we want that prize of possibilities, we cannot let Venom work against us. We can't. We need all the possibilities so we can build within ourselves, our family, our people, etc. So I want to thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for being here. My channel is The Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the underrated one, the number one creator. Thank y'all so much. And let's understand the venom is real. Let's understand. Let's look at them as a distance. Let's learn from them. And let's strive to be better. We got to stop with taking what the world is giving us. Let's set the tone, the righteous ones. Because the ones of the venom, they are followers. They journey will never grow. Our journey, the righteous ones, would always grow, and we will have possibilities that will benefit ourselves and our family and our people and our culture. So I want to thank y'all so much. Again, if you want to donate, it's Cash App JT 53000. Also, I have PayPal account.me, PayPal.me, all in caps, JT Black, all in caps again, JT Black 53. Yeah, and also, too, I want to say this. There's going to be a lot of deception that's going to happen coming up this election. As we already see, already, be careful of that. Be careful. Because also the ones had venom, they not disguise it. They really not disguise it. So be careful. Make sure we be on point at all times. Let's be on point at all times. Two, got kids that are up in age, show them the points. Make sure they don't have venom because it can hurt them too. But that's it. Thank y'all so much to make time to listen to me. I appreciate that. Shout out to everybody. And on behalf of my channel, The Underrated Darkness, yours truly, the underrated one, the number one grinder. Until next time, be safe out there. Good night. This one is Ghost.